Some people seduce with silence, others with attention, some draw you in with mystery, others with fire, but none of it is accidental. Seduction, when you look closely, is an art and a weapon. In his timeless and controversial book, The Art of Seduction, Robert Greene reveals 9 archetypes of seducers, and how they shape the way people captivate, influence, and conquer. Today, we're going to break them all down. Welcome to the Sovereign Doctrine, the stronghold of men who forge their own destiny. If you're here, it means you don't just want charm, you want understanding, not just attraction, but influence. The kind that bends reality to your will. The kind that makes people crave your attention, your approval, your very essence. So let's study this map of human desire, and uncover what most people will never see. Let's dissect the 9 archetypes of seduction. We begin with the siren, the archetype of visual and sensual overload. She doesn't seduce with effort, she seduces by existing. Her voice, her movement, her presence, it all overwhelms the senses, triggering primal desires that most men don't even know they possess. Think of Marilyn Monroe. Her softness, her curves, her vulnerability, a gentle whisper that could topple empires. Or Cleopatra, who commanded emperors by embodying fantasy itself. In rare cases, men like Prince or Lenny Kravitz carry the same energy, fluid, enigmatic, irresistible. The siren doesn't pursue, she waits, and watches you fall. But while the siren is still, the rake is all motion. The rake is passion embodied. He's intense, expressive, relentless. He wants you, and he makes sure you feel it in every glance, every touch, every word. He makes you the sole object of his desire, even if it's just for a fleeting moment. Casanova was a rake. So was Lord Byron. In modern times, think of Johnny Depp in his most dangerous roles. Poetic, romantic, unpredictable. The rake doesn't seduce a crowd. He seduces one person at a time, completely and obsessively. Women fall for him because he makes them feel desired without hesitation, desired without logic. Where the rake uses fire, the ideal lover uses precision. He, or she, becomes exactly what the other person longs for. Not randomly, but by listening, watching, and becoming a mirror of desire. They disappear into your fantasies, becoming the missing piece you never knew you were searching for. Rudolph Valentino was an ideal lover, drawing women in with elegance and exoticism. Cleopatra appears again, becoming whatever Caesar or Antony dreamed of. This archetype doesn't seduce with what they want, but with what you lack, and then they provide it. In that space of fulfillment, seduction becomes effortless. Chapter 4. The Dandy. Seducing with rebellion. From crafted dreams, we move to elegant rebellion, with the dandy. Dandies don't conform. They walk between masculinity and femininity, and they seduce by breaking rules. Beautifully. They challenge your preconceived notions of attractiveness, of gender, of what it means to be desired. Think of David Bowie, androgynous, mysterious, hypnotic. Oscar Wilde was a literary dandy wearing flamboyance and intellect like a weapon. Women like Marlene Dietrich blurred gender roles with tuxedos, cigarettes, and ice-cold confidence. The dandy doesn't seduce with sex. They seduce with freedom. The freedom to be themselves and the freedom they inspire in others. Chapter 5. The Natural. The Power of Playful Charm. And then comes the lightest touch, the natural. Where others scheme or chase, the natural plays. Childlike, not childish, innocent, spontaneous, disarming. They possess a lightness of spirit that is both refreshing and intoxicating. Charlie Chaplin used this, and Tom Holland continues the legacy. They don't overwhelm, they charm. In women, Audrey Hepburn embodied it. Glowing, graceful, untouchable but sweet. The natural reminds people of joy. And in a cynical world, that's powerful. It's a siren song to a world weary of pretense. Chapter 6. The Coquette. Mastering the art of distance. But not all seduction is soft. The coquette pulls you in, then disappears. She seduces by creating tension. He lures you, retreats, then returns. The emotional push and pull becomes addictive, a dangerous game that leaves you craving more. James Dean is a coquette, unreadable, magnetic. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow plays one perfectly, cold, calm, and quietly devastating. Coquettes make you chase what's just out of reach. They don't offer affection, they ration it. And in that scarcity, your desire grows. Chapter 7. The Charmer, the Seduction of Safety. After distance comes comfort. The charmer is warmth, ease, smoothness. He never presses, never judges, never demands. Instead he adapts, and makes you feel important, seen, understood. You feel safe to confess, to be yourself, to fall under their spell. Bill Clinton used charm like a spotlight, making each person feel seen. Fred Astaire danced it. Princess Diana embodied it, disarming royalty and commoners alike with her radiant, humble grace. The charmer seduces through emotional safety, never control. Chapter 8. The Charismatic, Commanding Attention. But charm isn't always soft. The charismatic radiates conviction. He doesn't seduce individuals, he seduces rooms, crowds, nations. He's possessed by something bigger, purpose, mission, intensity. It draws you in, makes you want to be part of something larger than yourself. Muhammad Ali had it, Steve Jobs had it. In women, Oprah, Joan of Arc, Madonna. Charismatics don't seduce by asking for attention. They draw it by standing in absolute belief. Their conviction becomes yours. Chapter 9. The Star, the Allure of Mystery. And finally there's the star, the most elusive, the most watched. Stars don't seduce with action, but with presence. They seem larger than life, dreamlike, distant, but desirable. You are drawn to their light, their mystique, the promise they represent. James Dean again, Grace Kelly, Harry Styles, Zendaya. The star lets you project fantasies onto them and never fully reveals the truth. That gap between perception and reality, that's where obsession grows. Who will you become? These 9 archetypes: the siren, the rake, the ideal lover, the dandy, the natural, the coquette, the charmer. The charismatic, the star, represent timeless patterns of seduction. Some are soft, some are wild, some pull, others push. But all of them operate beneath the surface. They influence without commands. They conquer without armies. They make people lean in, not with noise but with gravity. So the question isn't just, who do you desire? It's who do you want to attract? What kind of power do you want to embody? It's who are you becoming? If you found power in this breakdown, and you're ready to master the deeper mechanics of human behavior, desire, and influence, then subscribe to the Sovereign Doctrine. We speak softly, we carry weight, and we teach the strategies most men never learn until it's too late. Forge your code, carry your weight, shape your world.